Nigerian professor petitions International Criminal Court to prosecute APC campaign spokesman Onanuga for ethnically motivated attacks. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. Please subscribe to our channel to get notified when we post hot juicy news updates. Please click on the notification bell. He said investigation and prosecution of Onanuga, a senior journalist and chief spokesman for Nigeria President-elect Bola Tinubu, became necessary and urgent to prevent a repeat of what happened in Rwanda and Burundi in the 90s. A Nigerian law professor, Dr. Gideon Christian, has petitioned the International Criminal Court to conduct an investigation into a series of ethnically motivated violence resulting in injuries and death during the just concluded presidential and governorship elections in Nigeria, and inciting ethnic hate by Bayo Onanuga. The professor made the call in a communication to ICC brought pursuant to Act 15 of the Rome Statute entitled Request to Investigate the Election and Post-Election Violence in Nigeria, as well as incitement to ethnic hate by Mr. Bayo Onanuga, addressed to Mr. Khan, the Information and Evidence Unit Office of the Prosecutor, Netherlands. He said, the investigation and prosecution of Onanuga, a senior journalist and chief spokesman for Nigeria President-elect Bola Tinubu, became necessary and urgent to prevent a repeat of what happened in Rwanda and Burundi in the 90s. He cited the European Union Election Observer Mission in Nigeria interim report on 20th March 2023 that noted multiple incidents of organized violent attacks which resulted in many casualties and fatalities, insisting that these incidents were the result of incitement to ethnic hatred by Nigerian politicians and their agents who actively, directly and indirectly, incited a group of individuals to inflict harm on other individuals from a targeted ethnic group, the Igbos, as well as individuals who look like people from that ethnic group. The communication partly read, and I quote, "It is on record that prior to the elections, very influential individuals and politicians, especially in Lagos, had publicly warned members of the Igbo ethnic group in Nigeria not to show up to exercise their constitutional rights to vote. While this complaint is not strictly about the deprivation of that right, which admittedly this court has no jurisdiction, it is evident that in an effort to deprive members of this ethnic group of the right to vote, these politicians and influential individuals incited ethnic hate that resulted in many casualties and fatalities to individuals from the Igbo ethnic group, including those who looked like them. Mr. Bayo Onanuga was clearly one of such persons. Following the completion of the governorship election in Nigeria, in which individuals from the Igbo ethnic group and others who looked like them suffered many casualties and fatalities, especially in Lagos, Mr. Bayo Onanuga, a very influential journalist turned politician, and now Director of Media and Publicity in ruling political party's presidential campaign organization, issued a threat on Twitter warning individuals from the Igbo ethnic group that 2023 should be the last time they will be interfering in Lagos politics. Mr. Onanuga's concept of interference arose from the legitimate acts by individuals from the Igbo ethnic group in Lagos in exercising their constitutional right to vote anywhere in Nigeria. This statement was issued after the individuals from this ethnic group have been attacked and killed in Lagos during the governorship election. The attacks continued after Mr. Onanuga's tweet. What is more disturbing about Mr. Onanuga's tweet is the threat of future harm to individuals from the Igbo ethnic group in future elections in 2027. Mr. Onanuga's tweets have been viewed over 5.5 million times. He added, Mr. Onanuga is a well-educated journalist and a prominent member of the ruling political party. His conduct is inciting ethnic hate, which fueled election and post-election violence against individuals from the specific ethnic group who were the target of his incitement, needs to be investigated to prevent a repeat of what happened in Rwanda and Burundi in the 90s. Promoting attacks against individuals from a particular ethnic group residing in a particular area is a clear violation of international law. This violation falls within the jurisdiction of this court, and the international community must not only take action to prevent such acts from occurring, but should also hold to account individuals involved in such international wrongdoing. I therefore request the court to investigate the conduct of Mr. Onanuga and other individuals in Nigeria who directly and indirectly organized, incited, aided, and abetted the ethnically motivated election and post-election violence in Nigeria, and take appropriate action to hold them responsible for their actions. This will prevent future conditions that will breach the rule of international law, the communication routes. Now, I am saying this not just by Onanuga. There are several people who came out and they are thinking what they are doing. I don't know, maybe they are doing a cleansing, but to me, it is in all shades wrong. To me, it is in all shades wrong. There is no way anybody can condone what Onanuga and his fellow foot soldiers of death and destruction did. The painful thing is that their leader, after many days, came out to make a clumsy, tepid, and a lackluster statement commiserating with the victims of such desertic crimes. What Onanuga and his comrades in crime did together with their master is hellish and final and highly condemnable. These are the people who want to rule Nigeria. Very big trouble in Nigeria should they take political power. We should make sure they do not. That is it. We should make sure they do not at all. You should make sure they did not do what? At all. Good move. We must unite in fighting. We must unite to fight insulting language, which will in no distant time create gap between the coexistence of the masses of this nation. Lagos State or every other state belongs to the nation, and the nation is protected by laws which may declare that every citizen is free to vote and be voted for in any areas he or she resides. Thus, Chena Sabiola and Ireti was able to win an election outside Yoruba lands. The Igbos have every right to pursue their political interests anywhere and must not be intimidated. Bayo, Oluomo, FFK, and Reno can only rant but cannot do anything. More annoying statement came from the statement of FFK, who called his brother GRV an Igbo man because of hatred for Igbos and may aspire to lead their people in future. What will not be their fate, as if their father had betrayed them? My dear, I don't know. FFK and Bayo Onanuga, these two people. Anyway, their matter don't come out much for them, sha. Okay. Very good and commendable steps. Actions that injurious should attract commiserate consequences. Maybe after the ICC makes an examples of these primitive inciters to violence, other Nigerian like-minds will now know that they are not living in an isolated jungle where they can do anything and go away with it. If Nigerian laws cannot rein them in, international laws should deal with them and help to restore sanity in this lawless jungle in Africa called Nigeria. What is that going to achieve? Okay, divide and rule is a very serious issue for us. We must at all times fight against it as we remain one or else. Alright. What is that going to achieve? Achieve zero. Nigeria contributes money to international organizations like World Bank, FIFA, WHO, UN, ICC, just like other nations, and we can leave at any time if we Nigerians want the country to leave. Alright. Okay, what's that going to achieve? Zero. Nigeria contributes money to international organizations like World Bank, FIFA, WHO, UN, ICC, just like every other nation, and we can leave at any time if the Nigerians want the country to leave. This poorly educated so-called professor has no idea. Oh, okay. Well, me, I don't talk my own. No. Make this incitement, make it stop. Else, it will cost, no go be small wahala. Alright, on this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.